Hey Adam, you do realize we forgot to talk at all about WrestleMania last week. We probably should talk about WrestleMania.
Sorry, what? Wait, what? What?
Yeah, WrestleMania was this past weekend. We never talked about it.
No. I've got it. It's all right here. Don't worry. First thing we're talking about this week. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing it all. You do have that 3-ring binder that right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because we are going beat for beat, blow for blow, every single minute, both nights, night 1 and night 2 of Wrestle. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's time for a brand new episode of As the Buckle Turns. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
And this week, what were we talking about?
We're doing we're reviewing episode 1 of Ruthless Aggression. Oh, well, and 2 because,
So, yeah, the season, we're going through both seasons of it. Season 1, 5 episodes, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's only like 3 episodes for season 2.
Yeah.
From what we keep seeing. But yeah, so if you're not familiar, no, we're not going through every single episode of Raw and SmackDown the actual doc series they have on Ruthless Aggression Era of WWE on the network.
Which is...
Or Peacock.
Hand to the sky. This is actually where I started watching week by week of wrestling.
Yep.
Before that, I only got to catch a pay-per-view here and there at friends' houses, or the old mixtape, or a tape. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we're joking. We're doing a double review of the first 2 episodes because really the first episode is episode 2.
No. Episode 1 really is, hey, kids, remember the Attitude Era?
Wasn't the Attitude...
This was so awesome. Do you guys remember this? Well, this is what happened afterwards.
Yeah, basically that's how it concludes. Oh yeah, and John Cena's coming.
That's it. That's the entirety of the first episode.
It's a wrap up of why they had to have the Ruthless Aggression Era after they bought out WCW.
Yes.
Using the brand split as a way of doing it. It's basically really what it comes down to. If you look at it as a whole, it's really a summary of everything to come before it.
Yeah.
Without, in some cases, but it really just covers way too much.
It really does fill in that the post WCW fall to where Ruthless Aggression truly does start up. It's that weird time period where you're like, the Attitude Era is kind of dead, but we're still doing it, guys.
Yeah. So, I mean, it really could have been the opening 15, 20 minutes.
It should have been.
Going into the second episode, which is all about John Cena and everything. And it really could have been. Yes, there's some interesting information in there, but the most important parts leading up to, they're going to recover with when they get to them.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar showing up. Evolution. John Cena. Heck, I believe the final episode of the season 1 is the focus fully on the brand split.
Cool.
But they used an entire episode where they really didn't need to.
No.
Or it should have been like the preview of what.
Yes.
Here's where we were. Here's
20 minutes.
Yeah, and it's just like a preview.
And then a real episode at 40 minutes.
Yeah. The next one we have to do is for Evolution is over an hour.
Yeah, I wonder why. It's very focused on Mr. Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
It's only his entrance. It's the first 40 minutes is his entrance. Then we just
then it's just a quick blurb about the rest of the guys.
Yep, and that's it.
And then moving right along.
Oh no, it's literally just his entire entrance, to get to talking about Evolution.
Yes.
And they realized they ran out of time because it was so long. They just kind of summed it up.
Exactly.
But no, so let's talk about the second episode. The first episode ends talking about needing the next big guy because Austin and The Rock are gone.
Yes.
And then wanting to step up with the new brand split. They need that next top guy. Who's it going to be? Vince talking about who's going to be the next legend, blah, 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 on Raw. 3 days later, or AKA the next night, because...
Yeah, it's Tuesday night.
SmackDown was recorded on Tuesday nights, even though it aired on 3 nights later.
On Thursdays.
Kurt Angle comes out to the ring, open challenge. Someone comes out. John Cena.
In tight shorts.
You didn't do it correctly.
Tight shorts.
There you go. Comes out. It's like, what one quality that you have that makes you think you could stand with me? And
no, sorry. The best in this ring.
Oh, yeah.
And the God's honest truth, if John probably wasn't a nervous wreck at that moment, he should have just gone, wait, Austin's here?
Stone Cold's here? The Rock?
Oh, sorry, my line. Ruthless aggression.
No, it's just like...
No, sorry, I said it wrong.
No, it's like, oh, wait, you're talking about yourself.
Ooh.
A little too early to say that you're the greatest right now, or even a Hall of Famer, isn't it? But I'll go with it. But, yeah. But oh wait, that's not the answer you were looking for. Oh wait, that's right. I didn't answer your question. That's right. Ruthless aggression. Bam.
That slap.
Yep. But yeah, so that's basically they cut off the first episode, and then we go into the next episode, the second episode.
All right. So once again, God honest truth, I cheer for John Cena. Okay. Because he's a local guy. It's the same reason that I started cheering for Triple H. Because he's a local guy.
Cena's from Massachusetts. You're from You're from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Not local.
Dude, he's
New
within
England.
40 minutes.
New England, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what you meant by local?
Yes.
Nope. Can't do that. Anyway. Well, yes. So, Adam, what did you think of John Cena's opening statement of his episode where he said Ruthless Aggression was a complete failure?
Oh, that he failed?
Yeah.
That he was an absolute failure? Yeah. No. I mean, I gotta love that this is a mini documentary just about John Cena during that time.
Yeah.
It's a great episode.
But it's like, not the first thing you're expecting to come out of John Cena's mouth.
No. But when you hear it, you're like, okay, well,
wait, why?
How did you fail? I mean, dude, you became the absolute face of this industry at one point.
And you see why and he comes back to it.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
It's when he comes out does the Ruthless Aggression and slaps Kurt Angle, goes with Kurt Angle, as Kurt Angle's even
By the way, he can go.
Yeah.
John Cena can wrestle.
Kurt Angle even said that it was a 12-minute match, but he's like, I did everything I possibly could to make him gas because I didn't think he could last, and I could not get him to gas him.
John was like, no, I work out.
Yeah,
this isn't for show.
So, but that was it. Everything he's done after that is like, they just he rode that success, and Undertaker shaking his hand, which actually happened backstage.
Yes.
They just recaptured it for TV and just rode that, but without actually developing a character.
Absolutely did not help him at all. And I remember that he started just having, like, his quality he is one of those guys that rises in the ring to whoever he's with. But if you're putting him against people that are not very good.
Yep.
That early in his career, he just matched that. He matched the quality of the person that he was in the ring with.
Yep.
You put him in with great people, he does great things.
Yeah. Also, the fact that he didn't have a good finisher, because it was him and Randy Orton and a bunch of who go on to be big names in the wrestling, all shared one finisher at one point.
Yes.
I cannot remember what it's actually called, but it's like when you it's like a neck breaker, but you use their arm and you have their head in behind your knee and you roll them forward. Oh, yeah. Like,
you land on your knee.
Yeah, and they go down, they twist or something like that. Yeah. It's like
Orton held on to it the longest.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, you talk about Adam Plumpy. What's his last name?
Blampier.
I cannot remember his last name. Blampier did like his worst big names who had the worst finishers, and like even like Cena couldn't make it work. Orton couldn't make it work. Like no, not even MVP could make it. He did a different version of it, but it was the same, basically the
same thing. He just couldn't get it over.
It's not a good move. It looks stupid.
It is such a setup.
It's just not even a setup. It doesn't look like you're doing anything. It doesn't look like it actually hurts anyone. It looks like it hurts you more than an actual person.
Yes.
And it was just like they just held on to it. But for going back to Cena, like he didn't have that. He didn't have a character, and then there was a reason why he just kind of fell back to Velocity.
Holy crap, Velocity. I love the fact that he throws in the line. He's like, most of you probably won't even know what that is. And I'm over here going, I know exactly what it was. No,
he didn't say you won't know what that is. No, he's like, he looks dead in the camera. Unlike you normally do a documentary off to the side. Dead in the camera. Most of you don't know what that is. Velocity
I'm over there going, I remember watching Velocity.
I never watched Velocity because I can never find it, but I knew about it.
Yeah, the little TV that I could have in my house because we had airwave TV. I actually was able to catch Velocity.
Oh, okay. So he was on there, and in the fall of 2002. Was it 2001? Two, yeah. He's told in December you're getting released.
Yep.
Like, this is the time that they had to do. December and mid-May is when they would do the if they were going to release people, that's when they would do it. And so his last run, European tour, he starts freestyling with Rey Mysterio, Rikishi on the European tour.
He's just like, never thought about doing it before this. And I'm like,
no, he went to school for it.
Yeah,
but, he never actually did it there. And this one important person happened to be in the front of the bus, Stephanie McMahon.
I love how she's like, how do you remember all of that? And he's like, I don't.
That's the point of freestyle. You come up with it on the spot.
It's on the spot.
And he gave her, like, they were about to get off the bus to go on their flight to get to their next stop. And she was eating a tuna fish can. And he did a little rap there about that, getting off the bus, going on the flight, and their next stop. Right there, and then wrapped it all up about a comment about Steph. And he's like, how would you like to do this on TV? He's like, absolutely.
Yes. Let's do it.
He's like, why not? Because he's like, I got nothing else.
Worst case scenario, this bombs, and I'm going home anyway.
Yeah. So, and then he
would have gone to, it would have been John Cena, AEW confirmed. It's like, wait, AEW wasn't even a thing. Ring of Honor confirmed. Actually, Ring of Honor was a thing already.
It just started that year.
Yeah. Impact. Not even a thing yet.
Nope. Because remember, those
TNA.
things. Because TNA, it was just a little bit ahead of Ring of Honor. Like months.
Yes.
Like a month or two ahead of Ring of Honor.
But John does not fit their style.
No, they didn't.
Not at that time.
Oh, he would have gotten a lot better worker. He never would have gotten the 4 moves of doom.
Nope.
If he had. Because he could survive there, because he can go.
Yeah.
He would have gotten a lot better, a lot faster, if he did. But yeah, so he committed to it, and he took off.
Just took off.
And it's amazing. He talks about how many people were still trying to badmouth him, saying he's not going to do anything. How Big Show, Paul White was people were coming to him like, you can't let
Don't
Cena
let him
win
beat you
at WrestleMania for the U.S. title. He's not
it's going to be bad for your career.
He's not going to amount to anything.
It's going to ruin the tarnish the U.S. championship.
Yep.
By the way, Paul was only in his 6th year of wrestling at this point.
Yeah.
So
8th year.
8?
2002?
Yeah.
No, because this was 2003. 3. No.
Yeah.
Then it was 2001 that he was, because it's 2003. No, you're right. 2004 was, yeah, you're right. 2003. No, 2004 was when 2004 is when he had the match with Big Show. So 4, because it was 9, because he came in 95.
Oh, okay.
Around 95, maybe in 94, but I'm pretty sure it was 95. So it was almost 10 years.
Okay.
But it was also one of the biggest, his heaviest years. Telling him He's not going to amount to anything. And Paul White just said, "You're wrong."
Yeah, no.
He's like, "I know what
this kid's got something.
I've been around the legends of the past, literally in WCW. I know what makes a big star. This kid has everything
It's all there.
It's all there.
All right there.
He just needs another year or two before it, and he will be the big star." And he didn't. They had one of the worst matches at WrestleMania and one of the worst openers of all time.
But John's reaction to winning that belt,
it didn't really help the fact that he already lifted Big Show at Survivor Series that year,
right?
On the year in 2002, so it wasn't as impressive, but it was still a good.
No, that would have been Survivor Series 2003.
Yes, 2003. My bad. That's what I meant. So it wasn't as seeing. We always saw him do it, but we hadn't. It's been a little while, so we hadn't seen it since. So it still worked.
That was always one that you were just like, John getting the big man up. You're just like, yeah, that's awesome.
We always saw it, but it's still impressive because he was even heavier at that point. He cannot do his little whole like normal how he does his
the bounce,
the FU, because he was just too big. He did a normal Death Valley driver, but Big Show was so big. When he turned, there was never a risk of Big Show landing on his neck because his shoulders were already level with the mat.
They were already there.
Yeah, because he's just over. And he's just like he just turns and he's like, oh, if I could go a little, unless he stopped and just dropped.
Yeah.
Then but no, the momentum was just.
Big Show naturally just rolled.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it just goes that was there. I do wish they went a little bit more into that year.
Between winning the U.S. Championship and then going to WrestleMania the next year for the World Championship.
Yeah, well, the
WWE Championship.
Yeah, because then there's a lot that happened there that made him a big star.
Oh, absolutely.
His Best of 5 series with Booker T over the U.S. title.
Yes.
Getting stabbed in a nightclub by Carlito's friend.
Yep.
Because he had to go do something. He had to go do an album or something like that.
Yes.
So they had to write him off TV, only to come back and destroy Carlito in like 5 minutes.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was weird, but like I wish they kind of talked about that a little bit more because it did help make him. It made the decision easy to put the belt on him at that.
Oh yeah,
at WrestleMania.
He became white hot in that year.
He was already kind of blowing up, but he became white hot.
Like he became an absolute. Everyone came to see him.
I think the thing that made him the white hot was what as they pointed how he was the perfect foil to JBL.
Yes,
was because how JBL got his world title shot. Kurt Angle, the general manager, was looking for the next thing, and Cena came out like, I want to be it, and everyone was saying this, and he's like, I guess I have to do this, and then JBL like, wait, hold up this, and he showed a video of him like throwing Mexicans back over the border and everything. He's like, I have to agree with him, and I'm going to give it to JBL, and that just, and then he betrayed his new, old man,
Texas money,
old man, get me off my yards, you will worship me type persona that became a natural foil for John Cena. Because he got looked over, screwed out of that title shot because Kurt Angle. He became white hot and just helped build him up even more.
That was also wasn't that during the John Cena Kurt Angle feud anyway?
No, because Kurt Angle was out. This was after he had I think he actually did like injure his knee or something like that during a match with Eddie. He got injured during his match with Eddie for the world title. The WWE title at WrestleMania. No, that was 2000. That was then. He was still in. No, I'm trying to remember what it was. Like,
what injury was it for Kurt Angle that?
Oh
time?
no. This was the part because it was 2004. He got injured during his match, or had a bunch of injuries prior to his match with Eddie, and he took time off and he became general manager. So that was it. So it just became a foil there. But yeah, so we get to WrestleMania, and then you see John Cena start the Hulk Hogan push.
Holy crap, yeah.
Because the build wasn't a bad build for it.
No.
But the match just, oh my God, was terrible. It was like JBL just slogging through it, controlling the match completely, and then John Cena pumps up.
No. It was totally a Hogan match.
No, I know.
They wrote up a Hogan match here.
Oh, no. But up to this point, he hadn't had any of that matches.
No.
And they decided we're going to give him the Hulk Hogan treatment, and it's not what people...
The Super Cena.
Like, I didn't have a problem a pump up at the end. That's natural. A lot of people did that. Warrior did it. Hogan did it. Savage had his own version of it, of going crazy, in a sense. But it's like... But they literally put on a Hogan match, and that was the template for a John Cena match.
He got beat up for 3/4 of a match.
Yep.
Hulked out, and then just decimated his opponent.
No matter what he did, no matter what the build was, that was always it.
And the worst part is, we know he could go.
Yeah, at that point we knew he could go. We've seen it.
Every single time. We know he could throw out an amazing match. And instead, they're like, no. Here's, and he's like, I am here to do my job.
Yep.
So, I mean, good on him for doing his job, but...
So then they tackled the controversies with John Cena. Some people who may not know one of them, when he decided to stop rapping because more kids were coming to this.
At the same time, I get it. He knew that what he saw was a lot of kids are emulating me.
Yeah, and I understand.
I'm a role model. Okay, I need to act like, who do I want these kids to be? Yeah. I'm going to act like that.
So, and that's the issue there. But
problem.
But I can understand. But that's the problem is, he went back to that white meat baby face where he didn't have a character. Yeah, he had his Cena Nation, Super Cena, but there was no character. He didn't talk. He could talk, but he didn't have the personality that when he rapped.
That's true.
When you saw him go up against The Rock many years later, you got to see him exchange that. We got to see it again years later when he destroyed Roman Reigns.
Yes. Oh, no. I'll say, he was always great on the mic.
But he had no character. But the stuff the most recent near the end of his run, yes, he had a character because he really went in with a mind frame when he came back from one of his Hollywood trips. Like, I don't care. I don't care if I haven't been here. I'm John Cena. Yeah. I'm getting a world title. I'm getting a WWE title shot. Whatever. When he went back to the U.S. Championship, there was a character there.
It's so weird that his character really is throwback.
He went back. He basically said, I'm going to take what everyone said about me, use it, do it, but I'm going to do it in a babyface type way.
Yep.
Because they're already booing and cheering me at the same time. Who cares?
Exactly.
Those people
I saw that when he started accepting the fact that the audience was going to boo cheer him on everything.
Yep.
I think that was the moment where he's like, I can be the nice guy in this ring. I can be the ultimate babyface, and it doesn't matter. There are people who are going to hate me for it.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm a good guy. I'm the nice guy.
So it's just one of those things where let's understand a little bit there. But then they tackled the spinner belt.
Oh, God, no.
In the words of Paul White, it's like a 32 pounds of crap.
It's terrible.
Because Cena mentions how the WWE Championship was in a very lackluster design.
Yes.
It wasn't. It was what made it a lackluster. The plate wasn't bad. It was the side plates that didn't really work with it.
It needed an update.
And also, it's just a plate. If you had that a 3D level version of it, it would have been fine.
It needed a facelift. That's all that belt needed. And instead, because John Cena's spinner US title took the hell off in merch sales.
Which actually wasn't a bad design that one.
It was actually a kind of... But this is your big belt.
It was a fidget spinner before fidget spinners existed.
But it's the U.S. title. Yeah. It's the Intercontinental title. You can have... Well, it's really in that company. It's the U.S. title. Have fun with it.
Yeah. But when you take your top belt and you make it a toy...
Yeah.
Because that's what it was. And
it was purely a toy.
But John Cena thought it was better than the play. It wasn't. Like, I remember in WWE Monday Raw vs. SmackDowns, what they had for the longest time, that was when you had the World and you had the WWE Championship. But there was the default was the spinner belt. But you could go in and turn it back to the original.
Yes.
I remember the year when they took that option out and you had to have the spinner belt. I was like, fuck this. I'm only doing the world title. I hated that fucking belt.
It's a toy.
Yeah.
Like, that was my immediate complaint. I was like, okay, so it's like the Smoking Skull belt. All right, cool. Ha 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 ha.
But the Smoking Skull belt was cool, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is...
Yeah, but it was...
As a one-off belt, I was like, okay, John Cena has a one-off belt. Whoever's going to get it next is going to change it. Oh, God, they didn't.
Until Edge changed it.
Added an R to it, and everyone hated him anyway, so yeah, why not keep it the way it is?
Because he designed his own belt that he wanted, but they decided not to make it because it would take too long to design it when they wanted to do it for. And when you actually look at his design, I don't like it. I mean, it fit him, but it was an Intercontinental design. I'm just like, nah, nope.
No.
It doesn't. As a one-off, like if it was going to be just for like a month or so, okay. But that doesn't have a lot of money to put in for something only for a month.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't like, yeah, I'm glad they didn't do it overall. I've seen people who've actually gone out and made it. Mm-hmm. It looks good, but it's just not. No, it's still just
it doesn't hit right.
No, it doesn't hit like the Smoking Skull belt. So, but yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's just one of those things where the belt just like, the smartest thing they did was when the Miz finally won it, and he just locked that upside down as an M, and then Cena won it back. He returned it, and stopped being a spinner.
Yes.
That helped, but it was still gaudy.
It is so early 2000s.
But it was so true when The Rock beat CM Punk for the belt, introduced the new belt, the logo belt.
Yeah, the logo belt.
And he said, here, put this in make sure this gets to the Hall of Fame if it ever has a physical version of it. Because at that time, there were rumors that they were looking to possibly try to do a physical Hall of Fame. And Cena comes out, and then Punk comes out, attacks Cena because they weren't sure if Undertaker was going to be back in time for WrestleMania to do WrestleHam. So they're setting this up, and he's like, "Oh, I want that one because that one looks better than this crap." Like, and it's like, yes, because that belt was garbage,
terrible.
So, but yeah, it's just one of those things. But it was overall getting back on. We didn't dive much more because that's roughly when the Attitude Era ended.
Yeah,
like the Ruthless Aggression Era ended. But I mean, it does reflect on his Ruthless Aggression Era really well. Because of the stuff that we were talking, the issues that we had with Cena of no personality was really when we got to the PG era.
Yeah.
But because of those decisions, it led to that.
Yeah. It's so weird that like.
Also, the whole the whole Hogan matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what you were saying?
Yeah, Cena every time like came in babyface, absolutely no personality. Finally has personality. Realizes that he's a role model and shouldn't be doing that in front of kids, and goes, "All right, I'm gonna change this."
And went back
immediately. No one knows how to allow him to have promos and stuff that make him get over with a crowd while at the same time not being crass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goes back to bland babyface. Then finally has some personality. But at this point, the company's gone bland babyface. So I don't know if he changed or if the company changed so much that he became edgy again.
I know. But yeah, it's a good episode. It's a definitely.
John Cena didn't get good. He became the spicy of mayo.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, John. You're amazing in the ring. You're great on the mic.
Yep.
You're a New England native. I'm proud.
And maybe one day you can beat The Rock at being the highest paid actor in all of Hollywood.
Probably not.
No, because
but dude, your turn as Peacemaker is awesome.
Probably not unless The Rock dies, which better not happen.
No.
Then maybe, but yeah.
It's going to be a long time.
We definitely recommend the series. I've actually watched the first few episodes of this series, so we're playing catch up. I stopped watching them and I'm like, oh, we're going to be watching these soon. This was around the time we were getting close to ending the end of Heels.
Oh, yeah.
And we wanted to get some stuff going with fantasy booking going ahead of time so we could then do more reviews.
And then we just didn't.
We didn't because, well...
SWA came along.
Well, no, that didn't come along until February. No, it was like all this news started breaking.
Oh, yeah, then a lot of news started breaking.
So we couldn't really do reviews after Heels ended. Yeah, but now we're finally there. So, but I stopped watching because I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch these episodes and they're fresh. So we actually worked on our favorite.
Good.
But so we'll be keep doing these every so often. We'll get the next episode up there.
Good.
For that. But Adam, one last thing.
Yes.
This is one news thing we should probably tackle.
What's that?
Cody Rhodes is back. He popped back up over the weekend. So.
Oh yeah, I heard that he was at some big event over the weekend.
Cody Rhodes to AEW confirm. I guess.
No.
Right.
We broke that story that he left.
Oh, that's right. That's where they left.
Yeah. That was.
Then
Cody's no longer elite.
So. Cody Rhodes to Impact Wrestling.
Nope.
No, that doesn't sound right either.
No, I mean it has happened.
Yeah, but that was
not,
long a time ago.
That's not it. Cody Rhodes to New Japan.
No.
Okay, nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes to MLW confirmed. There.
No.
Oh well, I guess he showed up somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's back and he's doing media appearances and everything.
Yeah,
but
might as well look at the time. We gotta wrap this up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you made it to the end of this podcast. Adam, how long have you been listening to it?
32 minutes.
32 minutes. So,
maybe.
If you're still listening to this, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Come on, you made it to this point. Give us a thumbs up. We've earned it. I said. Fucking give us a thumbs up.
Calm down.
Okay.
Calm down.
Dirt. Anyway, if you post in the comment section, which you should post a comment, and you say Adam's face sucks like he's ate a billion lemons.
Ooh, like Sour Boy?
I'll believe that you got this far. You got this far. Also, since you're going to give us a thumbs up, why don't you go and hit that subscribe button.
Ding.
Ring that bell.
Ding, ding.
And, get bent. Adam's face. Bye.
That was not nearly high enough, sir.